this next method is called solving by completing the square. I am going to go ahead and type the steps because it'll be just a little easier for me to do since I'm using this crazy pen. And then I will work one out. So let me put this in as an equation because first thing is if your lead coefficient does not equal 1. So if you've got a lead coefficient that's a number, you need to divide the entire equation by whatever A is. So that's going to be your first step. Let me write down a problem and we will do this kind of as we go. So let's say they have given me a problem x squared minus 4x minus 14 equals 0. And I'm going to be solving this by our new method, completing the square. My lead coefficient is 1. So in this case, I don't have to divide. So I'm going to move straight to step 2, which is you're going to kick out anybody that does not belong in the family. So in this case, my family is the X family. See, this is my family. This guy, not part of the family, so I'm going to kick him out to the other side. So I get x squared minus 4x. Now that, I'm going to leave a space, and you'll see why in just a second, equals 14. Step 3. You're going to find the b value. Now, if you remember from what standard form is, the b value is right in the middle. So my b value here is this -4. So I'm going to write this over here. And there's a reason why I'm keeping track. So b equals -4. So I find the b value, half the b value. So I'm going to write that down too. Half of b, there's a reason why I'm keeping track. Half of the b value would be -2. And then I'm going to square the b value. Find the b value. Oh, I'm going to put commas in here so you know there are different steps. Half the b value. And now you're going to square the b value. So I'm going to take my half b, which was -2, and square it. That's a +4. Now remember, anytime you square something, it becomes positive. You're going to add that value to both sides. So this is why I left a little space here. I'm going to come in and write +4 and +4. Now the whole reason you did that was you just created for yourself a perfect square trinomial. So you are now going to factor the perfect square trinomial and sum the other side. So let me sum the other side because that's the easy part. Actually, the whole thing's easy, but 14 and 4 is 18. Now, they want me to factor this, but here's the cool part about this. You don't actually have to factor it. You just have to refer to the halving step where I halved it. So this step right here, where I had that -2, that is going to become my factor. And I am just going to make it, sorry, I'm having inerrant writings here. So I'm just going to make this x -2, I got that from right here, squared, because it's a perfect square trinomial. And then your last step is to solve using square root property. Just going to solve using square root property, just like we were solving a minute ago. So I'm going to take the square root of both sides. On the left side, that's going to just give me x -2. On the right side, 18 breaks down into 9 and 2, 3 and 3. 3 goes out, loner stays home. So 3 square root 2, but remember it's both positive and negative. I'm going to add the 2 to both sides. I'm going to put it in front. So that means I'm going to get x equals 2 plus 3 square root 2 and 2 minus 3 square root 2. I am going to stop this video. I'm going to include another video that's completing the square. I'm going to give one more example. I'm going to do an example that has a lead coefficient that isn't 1, but I also would like for you, if you're stuck on this, I'm going to just add a video that's just nothing but completing the square so that you can practice if you need to do that.